Hello everybody, welcome back to Paragon Ridge Ranch. Chrissy here and Jeremy is back there and there is Bubba. We are planting our orchard today and I wanted to take you along and then show you what we're doing. We have 12 trees to plant today. We have 5 different apple trees. We have Red Delicious apple, Cortland apple, Honey Crisp apple, and 2 called Ambrosia apple. And then we're gonna do 3 pear trees. 2 are called the Bartlett pear and 1 is called the Kiefer pear. 2 peach trees, an Alberta with an E peach and a Hale Haven peach, and then 2 plums, both the Santa Rosa variety.
So there's rock underneath this dirt. A lot of it. But it's brown dirt at least.
Yeah. It needs to all go in that pile so we can put it back in. Here are the fruit trees. The wind keeps knocking them over. Jeremy comes out and waters them every couple days and picks up all the mulch. So this should be the last time that we have to do that. Yeah, let's get up. Are that far with your holes? Yeah. Holy cow, I was just gone for like 3 minutes. Oh my god, big muscle guy. I think they might need to be a little bit wider, honey, but we'll tell. We are gonna have 4 apple trees in this row. We're gonna come back with another apple tree right there. That makes 5. And then we've got 3 pear trees. So that's 2 rows of 4. And then our 3rd row of 4, we're gonna have 2 peach trees and 2 plum trees. 12 trees all together. We measured out 10 foot by 10 foot grid. And this was an area that we were gonna use for a raised bed garden, but we decided it's the best place to start an orchard. What are you doing in there, buddy? So here is a pear tree. This is going to start our 2nd row, which will be 3 pears and at the end an apple. First we're going to take off the plastic. And I'm going to take a look in here. We are going to pull this one up. To not waste all that. Make sure I get that hole. It's a lot of good compost mulch and a little bit of fertilizer. Okay. So you're supposed to make sure that the tree is a little bit higher than the ground level. So the ground level is about here. You can see this wet mark right here. So we are gonna go ahead and backfill. I got as straight as I could. I backfilled it with what earth was here, which is that clay that we've talked about in several of our other videos. It is slowly starting to turn to nicer dirt due to piling with hay, spreading out, and composting. But what we are gonna do at the end, after we get all the trees in the ground, we're gonna go get some compost from the compost pile and we're gonna put it around each tree. A nice mix of vitamins and minerals, and then we're gonna water them all. What's going on?
This one is really hard, like rock clay, so I'm afraid that the roots will not go into this. that's a softer clay, all that, but these are like hard. You have to chisel them out. And I'm
It's
afraid,
almost like stones.
yeah, I'm afraid it won't. The roots, I don't think the roots will take to that. So can we move it somewhere else?
And maybe in the same area.
What if we do, I don't know, let me look up here. Was this dirt any good up here, Bob? What if we do just put a fourth one over here?
Perfect.
10 foot over here.
Perfect. And then if we wanted to grow anything, we'd grow it back here.
Yeah.
Sounds great. You gonna put it right
this
there?
Is probably gonna be better dirt right here anyway. It's higher right here. All right, let me get the tape measure. Tell me what looks straight.
No, you come this way.
You need to go back towards the south. Right, back towards the south. Right
Right there, that's
right there.
straight.
One row, actually 2 rows. Much better now that we have fresh compost to go on the top of the fruit trees. So we've got 1 row for apples. We've got another apple there. This is a pear. Jeremy is getting all the big clumpy clay and he's going to fill in a hole over there with it. Another pear and another pear. So that's 8 trees, 2 rows. And then here's our last row. I have not planted it yet. We're only going to do 3 in this row because we had an issue in the back, as you saw earlier, and then we're going to put the 4th one there. So we're going to have plums and peaches. Next, I'm going to take some of this humus and manure, and I'm going to spread some of it around the bottom of each of the trees. I know I just put some compost down there, but just want to give them a little bit extra before we cover them up. Just want to give them a little bit extra before we water them, so all the good nutrients can go down into the soil and give them a nice fresh start. All right, the very last step is to make sure that all these trees get watered. Now, the requirements here in Oklahoma are about 1 gallon per 7 days. Jeremy and I are going to do about 1 gallon every 4 days. So we're going to put them on a routine. They're going to get watered on Wednesdays and Sundays just to help those roots establish. It's still not too cold right now. It's about 40s in the night and 70s in the day. However, they are in pretty thick clay that is being amended. So we want to make sure that they're never thirsty.